Howdy, folks. Damn. Scammers and telemarketers must be way behind on their numbers this month of January because it's like only 10:45 in the morning and I've already received 3 scam likely calls, and they've actually left messages on a couple of those occasions. But you know what? I'm extremely lucky because my business qualifies for a huge loan. Oh, so lucky. Bye, babe. See you soonish. Look at how weird people in Hollywood are. Kanye West shows up to Charlie Wilson's Hollywood Star tribute, right? I really hope that some of Kanye's friends were like, dude, really? You gotta show up in this, man? Come on. Having just read that there's going to be a sequel to 28 Days Later coming out, I guess next year, or maybe it just started production, but it's going to be called 28 Years Later. And it reminded me of the time that I went to go see 28 Days Later at this movie theater in Glendale. Now, back in the early 90s, I used to work at a movie theater. So I had a pretty good idea of like the running times of movies. So I used to go into these multiplexes sometimes, and I might pay for one movie and end up watching like 2 or 3 in a day. Yeah, I was bad. That wasn't bad. That was smart, by the way. But the one time that, and I did it at this one movie theater a few times as well, where I'd see multiple movies by just paying for one. So anyway, I go to see 28 Days Later, and I actually paid for my ticket. And I go to the movies. I go and I sit down, and like 5 minutes after having arrived in the movie theater, one of the ushers comes in, and he's like, "Sir?" I'm like, turn around, yeah. He's like, "Do you have a ticket for this movie?" I go, "I do." He goes, "Can I see it, please?" And I pulled it out and showed him the movie ticket. But that's the only time that anyone ever asked me for a movie ticket. Was one of the few times, not one of the few times, but one of the times that I actually paid for the movie, and no one ever asked me in any of the other countless movies that I ever snuck into. Anyway, just a throwaway story. I got reminded of that when I saw that they're making a sequel to 28 Days Later. That's all. And by the way, maybe one day soon, I'll try to see if I could sneak into extra movies when I go to a multiplex. I'm not doing that anytime soon, but we shall see. I think I could still do it. I've got my ways. I've got my plan already worked out in my head of how to do it. And one day, I'll illuminate your lives with my plan. Why are there some people that whenever they finish a sentence have to lower their head like this? Is it stupid that I get so happy when I pay the rent? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.